going on, toxic gamers? A lot of people are mad, man. Gamers are not stopping. We gotta talk about the PlayStation 6 because apparently we're hearing that it's top of Sony's mind. Battlefield 6 trailer, when is that coming out? We also got Call of Duty stuff to talk about, so let's get right to it. If you're new here, you do not have to subscribe, you do not have to like the video, none of that. Homeboy was caught looking like this when he heard about the PlayStation 6. What are we gonna do about it, guys? What are we gonna do about it, right? Sony CEO says PlayStation 6 is now top of mind.
Oh my God,
yeah,
bro.
and in an interview, Hideki Nishino said that PS6 will be focused on new and enhanced ways for players to engage. That's right, and there's a video that I want to share with you in just a little bit, but first of all, let's see why are gamers mad with Call of Duty. Wait for the PlayStation 6, wait for the Battlefield 6 to roll it.
Call of Duty franchise right now.
Right
I'm just
now,
kidding.
yeah.
There really isn't anything happening right now because Activision is hiding in their little tiny Ninja Turtle shells right now after all the negative backlash towards Black Ops 7. It's so bad that I actually hopped on the game today to record a couple of things here and there, and it just further proved exactly what we were talking about in my previous video. Black Ops 7 is doomed to fail. The hype just is not there. Activision is panicking, and Black Ops 6 is still a complete and total dumpster fire. I swear, I should be...
Yo, quick little question though. Any of you gonna buy Black Ops 7? Bro, like, don't... I know that most of you guys gonna be like, nah, man, Black Ops 7 bad, this, that, the other. I mean, but people gonna still buy, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna buy though? Okay, genuine question. 1, if yes, 2, if not. Okay, I wanna know. Are you gonna hate play it? Is because a lot of people are gonna hate play it though, you know? Like,
be playing this game every single day because the amount of nonsense I find within it could fuel a million videos, man. Like, do you guys see what's happening on my screen right now? For some reason, I have some sort of freaking electrical charge all around me when I do things like throw down a field upgrade or reload or whatever. And then I saw this blue lightning ball just hovering in the room with me. Now, remember how fans have been giving Activision feedback for years, saying that we're tired of all the crazy cosmetics, give us an option to disable them and everything. And then the Activision pay pigs came out and said, it's just cosmetic. I paid money, you have to see it, it doesn't affect gameplay. Well, now it freaking does, dude, because apparently there's been a bug in the game for over a week now where visual effects from weapon inspection...
Over a week? Bro, a week on the internet? That's like 10 decades, bruh. Like, that is crazy. It needs to be patched immediately, or you gotta get rid of the friendly bundle in the game, bruh.
Effects and reactive weapon blueprints can persist longer than intended and be observed by teammates. Who is even making this game anymore, man? You cannot convince me there's not just like a skeleton crew working on Black Ops 6, like mostly just running AI at this point, because how does this shit even happen, let alone happen for over a week? Now,
well, get ready for Black Ops 7. We're gonna be getting ×2 of that,
bro. You guys know me. I don't play Black Ops 6 anymore, but I honestly should, considering I could just hop on for an hour and find enough bullshit in this game to make a week's worth of videos. That's just how messed up the COD franchise is right now. But let's reiterate this just...
Yo! So where's the homie Emo Blame Truth at though? Yeah! So the homie Emo Blame Truth also don't play Call of Duty, but he always trashes the game, right? And now the homie Nero Cinema joining the party. Yo, say it ain't so, man. Say psych, homie.
One more time. For over a week now, $30 reactive weapon blueprints used by your teammates can have their effects transfer over to you and just bug out throughout the entirety of the match. So much for the whole, it's only a skin, it's just cosmetic, who cares?
Yeah, man, it's not just a skin. It's not just a skin, it's a BBC Online, brother. It's not just a skin, bro. When y'all sell for $20, $30, it's not just a skin, damn it. It is not just a skin. Get mama with that crap, bruh. Audi! Get the hell out of there, man. $20, $30 bundles after we buy the game for $70. Y'all suckers out of your goddamn mind right now, bruh.
Because now it's actually affecting gameplay, and it has been for over a week, and it's annoying enough that these pay pigs are the ones keeping the lights on over at Activision, and they're also indirectly holding the entire franchise back by spending so much freaking money on the game on stupid shit like this. But now, if you do decide to play Black Ops 6, you have to see the effects of their poor financial decisions on your screen while you play. Just what a freaking nightmare, dude. All this goes back to what I was saying in my previous video, man. Black Ops 7 is due.
And this was made by AI, right? Yeah, we figured that out. And the homie Blame Truth was making like videos left and right, you know. Caught you right there, Activision. Caught you right there. Yeah, that's what the homie Emo Blame Truth, or I should say the homie Blame Truth came out with that. No, that's the homie 8 Thoughts. But yeah, he came out with that retard helmet and he was like, okay, bruh, nah, man, I caught it. That's AI. And there was a whole lot of fuss about that too, right? Like the entire Call of Duty community went bozo right after that one. And yeah, I remember that, man. It was kind of wild, but now it's like, bruh, nobody cares, right? I mean, people do care, but nobody cares. Real quick though, before we get down to the Battlefield 6 trailer leaks, before we get down to the disappointment news or disappointing news of PlayStation 6 coming, and that being top of the mind on Sony, or my bad, top of mind for Sony. Yeah, I need to shout out the homie Jean-Le-François and Elisa, Susan, Mr. Burns. Shout out to all the brand new members on the channel. Thank you guys so much for all that. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Elizabeth for the 15. Shout out to the homie Killboy Spider for the 2. Thank you guys so much for the super thanks, the tips, the memberships and all that. Really appreciate it. Gang, roll it.
Doomed to fail because Black Ops 6 is flopping at a historic level. The game is being held together by glue, wet spaghetti noodle code, and shop bundles like this. And no, ladies and gentlemen, this is not concept art or anything like that. This is not fake. This is literally a bundle within Black Ops 6 that they are selling, bro, like, and people are buying. It's at the point where all we can do is just sit back and...
Now, you guys, like, don't tell me that you're not gonna buy the next game, bro. I know, like, y'all gonna be like, I mean, I hate the game. Which is understandable. I get it, Holmes. I get it. The game ain't anything special. No more, okay? No more. It's over. It's been over. But people still hate play it though, right? You know what I'm saying? So people still hate play it. Sometimes I hate play it too, man. But nah, I barely play it, and every time I play I last about like 30 minutes to 45 minutes per round, or per session, I should say, not per round, pause. But yeah, I don't last that long playing Call of Duty. I just get bored very quick with Call of Duty. But you know, I sometimes put it on and I listen to podcasts in the background, and it's been fun playing that way though. So, but in terms of Black Ops 7, I mean, we're already hearing that the campaign is not gonna be anything special. It's simply just gonna be the Warzone combat missions, like how Modern Warfare 3 2023 was, which most of the gamers, the Call of Duty toxic gamers, hated. But we're hearing that multiplayer is gonna have remaster maps from the original Black Ops 2 2012, and I personally love Black Ops 2. A lot of people love the Black Ops 2, right? And yeah, okay, no, that's a friendly BBC skin. My bad for that. We're gonna hide the BBC skin right there. Pause. But yeah, right. So that could be good. But we're also hearing that it's gonna have new maps, new content, this, that, the other. Now, new content and Call of Duty, it doesn't really go together that much, right? So we'll have to wait and see.
Laugh at this franchise anymore. And speaking of that, feel free to laugh at the gameplay here because it's actually pretty freaking atrocious. Again, I don't play Black Ops 6 anymore. I hop on pretty much every time there's a new season or a new season reloaded. I maybe play for an hour, I do my video, boom, we're done, right? And to everybody saying play other games in the comments to my videos, that's literally all I do, yet none of y'all show up to the streams or to the videos on my second channel, so what am I supposed to do here? I do feel like I have to repeat myself all the time.
Yeah, man, like, gotta blame the viewers right now. We blame you. No, I don't blame you guys. Y'all are the best. Let me send you some kisses. No homo, I should say full on Diddy, son. No, I take it back. I take it back. Not like that, man. Not like that. Okay, I ain't gay like that. But I could be. I could be for you guys. You know what I'm saying? For you guys. No, I'm joking around, man. Astaghfirullah for that. But yeah. But that's the thing, man. Why don't you show up, though? Guys, like, why don't you show up? Like, ¿por qué? ¿Qué pasa, bro? Like, why don't you show up, amigo? Why don't you show up, man? Like, if y'all don't show up, bruh, like, you effing with the homie Nero Cinema right now. If you don't show up, bro, I'm not gonna do anything, but gotta show up, guys, gotta show up. But listen, man, I gotta shout out to you guys, bruh, because we've been uploading random stuff for a while, and seemingly you guys like it, so thank you guys so much for that. So really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it.
because no matter what, there's always people who just didn't get the message initially, or maybe just didn't hear it or pay attention to it. But 24 hours played on Black Ops 6 in the past 7 months. That is where I am currently. So as you guys can see, when I do hop on for footage, I am rusty beyond belief. I'm out here with that freaking windshield wiper aim going on, man. But we're in the 10v10 playlist, and skill-based matchmaking is not nearly as thick in 10v10. But the problem with 10v10 is it sometimes takes like 5 minutes to find the lobby, because Call of Duty's doing great. It's setting records. It's the most advanced game ever, and yet for some reason it takes 5 minutes to find the lobby. Maybe it's because they have like 20 different playlists going on. Like, I don't freaking know. But 10v10's always been kind of known for having looser skill-based matchmaking than normal. So despite the fact that
okay, we get it, Holmes. Now let's get down to some PlayStation 6 news. Okay, no, Battlefield 6, right? Yeah, let's get to Battlefield 6, and then we get down to PlayStation 6. So yeah, where is the Battlefield 6 trailer at though? Right? Apparently we're hearing that we got new reveal leaks coming out too. So let's get down to it. I know some of you guys are actually excited about that one. Some of you guys are doing helicopters pause. Some of you guys are creaming pause again. But yeah, when is that game coming out, right? Where's the trailer for that? EA did confirm that we're gonna get it this summer. That's what they said. Now it could be between now and September. Yeah, September time, because after that it's like fall, winter, right?
Yo, what is up, guys? It Ghost here. Welcome back to another video.
Yeah, welcome
back.
As
expected, after yesterday's Battlefield Labs test, a bunch of leaks have been posted over on Reddit. Actually, the leaks were kind of starting to die down a bit, but then the Chinese started taking place in the testing as well, and they don't seem that cautious about posting leaked gameplay on Reddit or anything like that. So there's a ton of this.
Because they're like, bruh, it's just a game, bruh. It ain't anything deep, bro. Like, what? Yeah, what the hell, bro? Like, government's got restriction on my ass. I can only play so many hours per day. So like, yeah, right? I don't care. I play the game, I leak it. That's what the homies over in China said, bruh. For them, I mean, important stuff. I mean, they got bigger battles, bro. Like, important stuff is like, you know, in real life, right? Gotta do something with your life is how they treat it. And here, bro, in the West, we're like, bro, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, gotta buy that retard helmet, like the homie Blame Truth. Okay, I'm joking, man. I love the homie Blame Truth, man. That retard helmet is amazing. 10 out of 10. No, I'm joking, man. Psych.
Seems to be coming from a website called Bilibili, which I believe is like the Chinese YouTube channel. So maybe they posted over there, and Bilibili just don't care about copyright striking videos, or maybe just EA don't have any jurisdiction over them.
Because they're like, it's just a game, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter. So.
Nevertheless,
that's what
they're making their way onto Reddit, and there's been quite a lot of interesting stuff that we haven't seen before. So without further ado, let's just get into breaking everything down here. As always, if you guys enjoy the content here on the channel, make sure you're subscribed. Going to be plenty more to come on Battlefield in the future. Also follow me over on Twitch. I'm streaming Battlefield as well as other games there much more regularly now. So if you want to come by, hang out and say hi, then feel free to do so.
Maybe I won't, man. Maybe I won't. No, I'm joking, man. Psych. I gotta subscribe. Wait, what? I thought I was subscribed, bro. No, I'm gonna subscribe, brother. Shout out to the homie Ghost Gaming, man.
And as always, thank you guys so much for the ongoing support. So they've been testing on the Capstone map again. I believe this is only the second time that we've seen Conquest played on this map, and of course this is going to be some of the first footage we're getting.
By the way, yes, this is actually one of the first image, or not necessarily the first, but yeah, like it's this image is from the next Battlefield game. So yeah, this is not a leak or anything, or I guess you can say it's a leak, but nah. Okay, I'm getting mixed up. Did somebody leak this, or is it official? I think it's official, but it's definitely, I saw that over on Twitter. It was trending too, or yeah, people were sharing that. So it is the real deal. It's from the next Battlefield game, and it kind of reminds me of the Medal of Honor 2010 as well. And I loved Medal of Honor 2010 a lot. Like, I actually grew up playing that game, Bad Company 2 around that time, Black Ops 1s, the GTA 4s, the Uncharted franchise, the God of War franchise, and gaming was lit back then, bro. And this gives me huge Medal of Honor 2010 vibes, I should say.
Of the jets and the helicopters. So whilst there are jets on this map, let's start with them because I've really got the least to say about them. Reason being, nobody really posted any footage of them. So when I last saw the jets in a build many months ago, they looked very unfinished. The sound design on them was absolutely great, like the atmosphere that they created in the map, hearing them buzzing you overhead, the munitions dropping on the ground, you know, absolutely incredible. But in terms of flight mechanics, from what I saw, they looked pretty unfinished. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is still the case, because I simply didn't see anybody actually using the jets, and indeed, I haven't found any footage posted of it, so if you guys have found some footage of that, feel free to leave that down below. But in this one, we have the F-16 on the one team, and then the Gripen, the Swedish jet, on the other team. So needless to say, I won't be able to show you guys the footage, because unfortunately, unlike Bilibili, YouTube will DMCA my ass almost instantaneously if I do that, so we're only going to be able to talk about it here today.
I mean, it's just a game, bro. Like, damn, man, let a brother see the gameplay, man. It's like, you know, bro, like, come on, man.
But as always, I will put a Reddit link.
But now, jokes aside, though, okay, I'm like, of course, we're on YouTube, so I'm talking like that. But now, honestly, I get it. Like, it's EA's property, so they don't want that getting leaked out, and especially in an unfinished state. Now, I'm pushing 30. A lot of you guys are getting older too. Some of you are probably younger as well. I feel like that the older dudes don't necessarily care that much, but you probably gonna understand the fact that if they throw out like leaks and it's leaked gameplay from a game that's unfinished, and especially in times like these when mostly not every, but you know, generally speaking here, mostly all the major games or even the smaller games that come out are unfinished. So there's a whole lot of negative stigma around games nowadays, right? Because I mean, it's not the gamer's fault. It's just that we've been getting unfinished messes for so long, unfinished games for so long, that a lot of people, whenever they see especially like league gameplay, which is of course like unfinished, you're automatically gonna assume that that's how the game is gonna be at launch, which I mean, you cannot necessarily blame gamers for that, because so many games have come out unfinished, filled with microtransactions, bugs, this, that, the other. So yeah, there's a whole lot of negative stigma. So yeah, but older folks don't necessarily care. They understand that it's league gameplay, so it's not finalized. But the younger generation, bro, like they're gonna cook it alive, bro. Like especially the types of comments that you see online, and everybody then start looking like this and assume that that's how the final gameplay would be, which, truth be told though, 9 out of 10 times nowadays they actually are, because they prioritize microtransactions over good gameplay. But in terms of the next Battlefield game, the gameplay that we've seen officially, even the you know, the tidbits of gameplay and the league gameplay, it does look pretty decent though. It looks pretty decent. Now, is the game gonna be amazing when it comes out? Let's hope for that. But what about the PlayStation 6? Roll it.
Well, Sony is officially talking about the PlayStation 6, and people are pissed. A lot of the internet is kind of annoyed because it does feel like this console generation has been so incredibly different. It's like, no matter what system you own or whether you play on PC or Switch or whatever, it does feel like we have entered this very strange time.
Yeah, honestly, bro, like, I personally am a console peasant, but if I was not doing YouTube, bro, like, I would 110% be, like, PC gamer. Absolutely. The only thing is GTA 6, right? Because that game is not gonna come out on PC at least day one. Probably we're not gonna see it on PC for a minimum of a year. It would be very shocking if we get it within like 6 months or, you know, 8 months or whatever the case might be. But it could definitely be 2 years after PS5 and Series X launch, and maybe 2 years after that, after 2 years after console launch, that we get to see on PC. And if you're a fan of GTA 6, then yeah, shit, like you gotta have it on console. Now, consoles are a lot more convenient. Now, I'm a console peasant, so I do prefer consoles because it's just easy, right? It's convenient. You can also do YouTube, stream it, and not put your PC on like a lot of stress, because like recording videos and playing games is different than just playing the game, right? So yeah, it's better to, and this is why like some PC gamers, especially I believe like Westy, I could be wrong, but last time I checked, like he had double PCs. I do know like some streamers have dual PCs, so one PC for gaming and another PC for streaming, and they have to intertwine both of them so they can stream it at a higher bitrate, higher quality, and higher resolution, and play the game at full ultra settings too at the same time, which yeah, so it could be a lot taxing. It could be taxing if you try to do both at the same time on PC. But other than that, like honest to God, bro, like if GTA 6 was on PC, there is no point getting a PlayStation. There's no point getting an Xbox. Getting an Xbox, bro, like forget even about getting an Xbox. There's literally zero incentive getting an Xbox now, because all their exclusives gonna be on PS5 too. So there's no point. Yeah, like PC is the supreme. But it's just the GTA 6 right now that is gonna make suckers buy it on console, myself included.
Of the console wars, because historically, even going all the way back, thinking about the Super Nintendo versus the Sega Genesis, or even the early times of like GameCube versus Xbox versus PlayStation 2, a big thing that sold stuff wasn't just the online play or how much you like the controllers. It was the basic idea of exclusives. But for the entirety of the PlayStation 5 generation, it feels like Sony's output has gotten so incredibly small. And a lot of people have started to say, I don't want the PlayStation 6. So I want to try to look at the quotes that Sony put out last night, because some of them are being taken out of context. They're still bad, but Sony is trying to promise we have another big game coming. In fact, Sony has now promised they want to release a big AAA single-player game every single year from now on. Can they keep that promise? I don't know.
Does that mean that we're gonna get a big game by the end of this year too? If so, what is that game? What is that one game? When is that Ghost of Yore coming out? Ghost of Sushi, Ghost of Tampon is what, like, how people like to call it. Shout out to the homie Sebastian for subscribing. You don't have to, but welcome on in. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
Part of my distrust of PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo is the fact that I feel like a lot of these companies have gotten to this space where it feels like they've forgotten the secret sauce of good outputs. Like, I'm not going to pretend that Sony has no games. Obviously, I've bought and played a lot of stuff on my PlayStation 5. Gran Turismo, God of War, Spider-Man, Ratchet & Clank. There has been a lot of good stuff, but it does feel like when it comes to actually selling hardware, Sony doesn't need to make games. Like, by their own financial reports, the PlayStation 5 is selling higher than any PlayStation console ever. It has more people buying more microtransactions.
Yeah, PS5 is Sony's most profitable console gen ever after just 3 years, beating PS5 by over $36 billion in sale. What?
More games. Sony is making more tens of billions of dollars than they ever have for pretty much zero work. So let me take a look at the quotes. Let me see what's making people so mad and why I feel like the promises that PlayStation is making sound good, but right now they feel kind of empty. Let's get into it. Hi, I am Dreamcast Guy. If you could please give this video a like.
Oh, well, I didn't know, man. I didn't know.
And subscribe if you haven't already. Now, here's the initial quote that I've noticed a lot of people get real annoyed about. PlayStation CEO says that PlayStation 6 is top of my mind right now. Now, if you look at the replies, literally all of it is like, bro, the PlayStation 5 does not have any games. They don't have.
We're gonna get Last of Us 2 remaster, remake, remaster again for PlayStation 6. Just wait for it.
Have a good crop of titles for PlayStation.
That's Roberto Blake. What the hell? He's like a YouTube guru though. He teaches like how to get more views on YouTube. Man, damn, what is the homie doing out here? I didn't know he was a gamer too, man. Shout out to Roberto Blake though. He does teach like YouTube stuff. They don't even have a good crop of titles for the PS5. Yo, say it in so, man. Say, yo, when you got actual like YouTube gurus talking about PlayStation not having any good games, bruh, like, you know they cook, bro. You know it's Joe over after that.
It's too early. What games are they going to put on it? Literally, all the replies are, games are the bottom of your mind. It's cool. I guess I'll wait to make a console, and Xbox will make all the games. Weird world in 20...
Even Xbox, bro, like, they got none coming out, man. Like, even Xbox sucking Major Johnson right now. I accidentally was going to say the word D, which we cannot say on YouTube. I mean, I can, but then the video's going to get hit. So, pause right there.
Now, this is a very common sentiment. A lot of people are like, okay, hopefully the PlayStation 6 is backwards compatible so I can finally play all my PlayStation 5 games. This is the thing. PlayStation 5 Pro came out in November. How much can games even utilize it? So, historically, this has happened in the past, where PlayStation is typically the first to come out and straight up say, we're working on the next system. They did this during the PlayStation 2 era. Very early on, they started dropping hints about the PlayStation 3. During PlayStation 3, they started dropping hints of the PlayStation 4. I'm not super surprised that they're sort of alluding to this, but the further context of it, it sounds kind of vapid. Top of my mind. While we cannot share further details at this stage, the future of the platform is top of my mind. We're committed to exploring a new and enhanced way for players to engage with our content and services.
What?
Now, this is
what content, bro? What content?
Your typical empty PR speak, which I very much don't like, but I almost think there's something extra to this, which is that I am still a believer, and I could be 100% wrong. I've made this prediction. I think PlayStation 6 is the end. A lot of people disagree. A lot of people get mad when I say this. I think PlayStation 6 is going to be the very, very last console of PlayStation anyway. It's just that graphics are getting so photorealistic, resolution is getting so clean, load times are so tiny.
Nah, Brad, they're going to keep on dropping consoles after consoles. Now, you can say, and we can definitely discuss the topic of will it have the disc drive or not. I think we're probably going to see the similar situation with PS5, so... But these suckers might just drop the digital version of the PlayStation 6 and sell the disc drive separately right? Versus how PS5, there was one version that was fully dickless, and there was one version that was with the disk drive, right? Do not rewind it. But yeah, so we're probably not gonna get that. We're just gonna get a digital version of the PS6, and then you can buy the disk drive separately. And then in the future, they're gonna completely do dickless. Okay, so they're gonna completely do it without the disc. I can see that, which is sad, but it'd be what it be. But did you see this video though? If not, click on this video on the screen, man, because the stuff that she was caught doing, crazy indeed. Check it out and I'll see you right there. It was wild.